Hello, this is Jack from teachingeslonline.com. Now, today I'm going to share my mobile screen and talk about Instagram stories and how you can use Instagram stories to boost your business. Whether this is like a local business, an online teaching business, if you offer services of any kind. And we're going to go and look at some good examples. Now, I've been using Instagram for a few years and I used to use Snapchat, but then once Instagram basically did exactly the same as Snapchat and just used this as a story, it worked. I've been using Instagram stories since and I haven't really used Snapchat. Now, stories are interesting because they're a way for you to connect with your audience in an informal way. Now, when you post something on Instagram, on your main page, I'm sure you thought about, okay, how can we craft this? What kind of post can we do? How can we keep it consistent? How can I make it visually amazing? Whereas with a story, it's more something that's like a throwaway piece of content. And I say that because stories are only available for 24 hours. But I find stories fun and effective. They work and they're also a lot of fun. The more informal, you can interact with people. You have to use your phone in portrait mode, which just suggests that it's a different way to do content marketing. Now, I'm going to just go through some of my stories just to give you an example of what I have done recently. So, last night, I was sitting on the porch and I thought, let's just throw something out there. I said, did you watch the live lesson today? And I put a poll out there for people to respond. And 20% said yes, 80% said no. And if you need a little bit of context, this is my account for English language learners, okay? I also have an Instagram account for teachers, and I've also just looked at lots of different businesses and to see which ones are doing it correctly. So this is just an example for language learners. 80% said no. So then I posted the visual, which I kind of like. I created that today. And then told people to swipe up to watch it. Now, just going back to this one, doing a poll means that people are instantly engaged. So if they say yes or no, they've taken action on the post, they've engaged with it. And that helps when you actually ask them to do something. The next thing to do is to swipe up to watch it. At this stage, I want to say, this feature to swipe up to a link is only available if you have more than 10,000 followers. But I'm going to talk about more or different ways to have people take action that isn't as tangible in a moment. And then the other story I just made today was, guess which TV show we started last night? Now, this is a way for me to engage with people in a real way, but I'm also going to lead this into a lesson about learning English through TV, through Netflix. And if you want to know which TV show, Tiger King started it last night. It's great. I tried to start the English game, but I just couldn't get into it, even though I really wanted to like it. But anyway, so that's the story I've created so far. Now I'm just going to go into the creative mode where you can create stories. And you can see me here. The simple way to do it is like to take a picture, not that one, or to take a quick video and say, hi, this is Jack from Fluency. Today, I'm going to give a live lesson in 2 hours. Swipe to learn more. So that was just something off the top of my head. And then from here, you can add stuff to the screen. You can add polls, donations, location, mention, hashtags, GIFs, questions, countdowns. You can add text. And I like to add text to anything that I'm saying, because a lot of people watch stories with the sound off. Now I can just say, today, and then ... and then that gets people interested and thinking, oh, what's happening today? I need to know. You can also scribble on here. Some people are very artistic with it. I am not. And then here again, you can add a link. So you can link to an Instagram TV video or to a web link. So that's the basic mode when you are doing something where you're on screen. But I love the create mode. And I might be rushing through this a little bit, but I just want to show you some of the features and then for you just to mess around with it on your own account. So the create mode is good because this allows you to just put stuff out there where you're not on screen or you're not taking a photo. And I use this for in a lot of different ways. Tap to type, just type in any kind of text, could be anything. I like to do it in series of 3. So for example, I'll create a lesson, I'll teach them vocabulary, then I'll give people a quiz, and then I'll give the results. Or I'll ask people to tell me which show I'm watching at the moment, then I'll select the right answer, and then I'll say something else about it. I like to do it in series of 3, and I like to do around 6 to 9 stories at any one time during the day, because just doing one isn't engaging. Doing 50, like some people do, it's just too much. But find your sweet spot. So, other things that we can do here, we can mention people. I haven't really used that much. GIFs, which is quite new, where you can put the GIF on the whole screen. You can do like a on this day and share something on this day. You can do what am I listening to, or to see all. These are just the different layouts and templates that you can use. Woke up like this, some of it's a little bit, how do I say it? You know what I mean, I think. The simple one, ask a question, where you can just ask people questions. Poll. You can think about this in terms of anything, like you can have so much fun with this. This is going to sound like it's not fun, but I actually find it fun. Where you say, how excited are you for my next lesson? And you put really, and then really, really. It's just, it's just silly, really. The questions I like, this is when you can say, guess this, or what questions do you have for me, etc. And then you can use the answers as content on the story next. Or if you go live, you can then go through these questions and they come on your screen. It's a really fun way to do it. Oh, wow. Well, there we go. Sometimes you don't want to share stories or share everything. The next one is to select a non-profit. You can do a countdown timer. I like to do this if I'm going live. So a countdown timer to going live. And then just only one of these is true. Just, again, it's like a little quiz. You can do one, which one is true? I did this, I did that, I did that. And then people have to guess. And this is a way for you as well, just to connect with people and share some of your personal life in a fun way. It depends on how much you do want to share, or if it's a business, how much of that you want to share. But this is a great way to do it if you ask me. Now, I just want to finish up by saying, a lot of this doesn't have to be direct results. And when it comes to the stories, think of it as like a way for you to be top of mind, or a way for you to put yourself in front of an audience. And again, it doesn't have to be directly lead to a tangible result there and then. For example, I often teach something and then say, oh, I have a new video on YouTube. The next time you're on there, search for Tofluency. So instead of saying, swipe up to watch, get off the platform, I don't do that. I sometimes say, go check out Tofluency on YouTube. Just to give you some more examples, let's say you are a restaurant. I think a really good idea is just to show the whole process of taking something and then having the end result. Taking the ingredients, interviewing the chef, showing the end results, and then saying this is on our specials for tonight. And this is where, what gets me every time is when a brewery, so we've got a new beer and they pour it into a can, maybe slowly, and then condensation is like running down the glass. And you think, oh, I'd love one of those right now. That's the idea of an Instagram story. Whereas if someone's just posting today's specials in a list and putting that on Facebook, I mean, which one is going to get more engagement? Which one is going to get you more excited about stuff? The stories, right? And another feature about Instagram stories is that they expire after 24 hours, which means that the kind of content that you produce isn't going to live on the internet forever. People aren't going to be scrolling through your Instagram profile and like looking at the different things. Instead, they're just going to look at your story today, engage with it, and then it's gone, which lends itself to a different type of content, and the content that is only made on a phone. So it's always portrait and it's on your phone, which again just makes it more informal and it makes it more fun. So Instagram stories are great for businesses. What I suggest you do is have a play around with it. Think about the different types of posts you can make. Try things out, see which ones people engage with, see how many people are watching your stories on a daily basis, and then try and track the results the best you can. But no, a lot of it is about branding, being on top of mind, and also things that you can't track. All right, if you found this useful, then please like and share it. Go to the description because I have some more videos on this, things like social media plus CTA, which is all of this put into a very condensed video. And then check out my email marketing guide. There's a 5-day course that you can take for free that goes through how to set up email marketing campaigns and to make this automated. I think you'll like that, so definitely check it out. All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.